named a suspect. Kononski's ordered to pay hundreds of millions of dollars over its Dakota Access Pipeline protests. A North Dakota jury found the organization liable for defamation and other claims brought by the pipeline company. National correspondent William Lajeunesse reports on the legal battle that dates back almost 10 years now. Good evening, William.
Good evening, Brett. You know, it's not just a crippling judgment against the world's best-known environmental groups, but many progressive organizations fear this will damage their ability to fight big oil and other corporate projects. So as 2017, protests grew violent then when demonstrators clashed with police over an oil pipeline under the Missouri River. President Obama had stopped it. President Trump revived it, restarting construction of a 1,200-mile pipeline carrying crude from North Dakota to Midwest refineries. Now, activists, however, did not back down. Greenpeace, according to the pipeline's lawsuit, orchestrated a campaign to stop construction, providing intelligence, training, tents, tools, and lockboxes that protesters used to chain themselves to equipment, leading to some 700 arrests. Now, the company, Energy Transfer, claims Greenpeace also defamed it, causing banks to divest, costing it some $300 million in damages. Greenpeace took a small, disorganized local issue and exploited it to shut down the Dakota Access Pipeline and promote its own selfish agenda, said attorney Trey Cox in closing arguments. They thought they'd never get caught. Now, the judgment could again have impact not just on Greenpeace, but other groups that use social media, daring protest, and press attention to drive public opinion.
This is a really critical time for people to step into exercising our First Amendment rights. This is to scare us. And what, in this moment where it's likely that other corporations are trying to see, oh, will this have the intended chilling effect?
So the judgment is $660 million. It's an amount that Greenpeace said could shut down operations. It plans to appeal here and in the Netherlands, where it is based internationally. Brett?
William, thank you. Attorney General Pam Bondi is reacting to recent attacks on Tesla vehicles, saying the Justice Department has charged multiple people and more legal actions are coming.
We believe these are organized. These are not individuals out there throughout the country doing this on their own. They're targeting Tesla owners. They're targeting Tesla dealerships.
Meanwhile, former Democratic vice presidential nominee Tim Walz says he checks Tesla's stock when he needs a boost. The stock has been on the decline since November. According to Minnesota's State Board of Investment, that state has 1.8 million shares of Tesla as of June 30th, 2024 in state funds. The Vancouver International Auto Show has removed Tesla from its event this week over safety concerns. The event's executive director says Tesla had opportunities to voluntarily withdraw. Meantime, we are sorting through new documents, thousands of them, relating to the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. It will likely take several days to go through the nearly 80,000 files. Correspondent David Spunt has been looking through the documents and gives us some of the highlights.
The document dump extensive. Some pages look like this, while others look like this. Copies of copies of copies. Many of the documents focus on CIA operations relating to Cuba. In June 1961, 2 years before the assassination, Arthur Schlesinger, a close advisor to President Kennedy, warned the CIA was gaining too much power. He wrote to the president, "The contemporary CIA possesses many of the characteristics of a state within a state." Files upon files focus on Lee Harvey Oswald, the man the Warren Commission concluded to be the lone gunman and person responsible for the murder. Oswald had connections to both Cuba and the Soviet Union, where he once lived. A former CIA officer recalled the, quote, unusual behavior of Oswald. Also included a previously released story of former military analyst and magazine photographer Gary Underhill, who reportedly told a friend he believed a small group within the CIA was behind the president's murder, and he was afraid for his life and probably would have to leave the country. Underhill was found dead in 1964, the official cause, suicide. Larry Sabato is a professor at the University of Virginia and has studied in detail the Kennedy assassination for decades.
There simply, in my guess, not going to be any document that says we believe that in addition to Lee Harvey Oswald, it was X, Y, or Z, or we believe Oswald was controlled by some silo group in the CIA. You're not going to find that.
Officials, Brett, say 99% of the Kennedy documents have been made public, but sources tell Fox News the remaining documents have been held back to protect identities and investigative methods. Brett?
We'll keep digging. David, thank you.
Thanks.
Up next, we speak with the president of the Democratic Republic of Congo about violence in Central Africa and a possible minerals deal with the U.S.
This program is brought to you by VisionWorks. See the difference.
I think I changed my mind about these glasses.
Yeah, it happens. That's why VisionWorks gives you 100 days to change your mind. It's simple. Anything else I can help you with?
Like what?
VisionWorks. See the difference.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Control is everything.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Skyrizi.
My name is Mike Hammond, founder of Cigna Relief. Much of my career has been working in construction. I love outdoors and horses. That active lifestyle is what has caused my body to hurt. I didn't want to let this affect my family or my life, and that's what motivated me to create a team to build the Cigna Relief Patch. Patented technology, clinically proven to reduce the impact of pain. The patch is a game changer. No creams, no pills, no wires. The patch is reusable and there's a real money-back guarantee. Whether it's your neck, back, knee, shoulder, or just aches and pains, this patch can give you your life back. When I gave my best friend a patch with tears in his eyes, he said it was the first time in 16 years he did not hurt. Join the hundreds of thousands who found relief. I'm asking you to try the Cigna Relief Patch today by going to our website. If you're thinking about buying, it means you need one. You have nothing to lose, I promise. The patch works.
Shopify's point-of-sale system helps you sell at every stage of your business. With fast and secure payment, card readers you can rely on, and one place to manage it all. Whatever the stage, businesses that grow with Shopify.
48% of Americans don't get enough magnesium, which is vital for bone, nerve, and muscle health. I recommend Cunol's magnesium glycinate. It's formulated for high absorption and is gentle on the stomach. Cunol, the brand I trust.
Meet Milo. He's part border collie and part party animal. Meet the Bissell Little Green Hydro Steam Pet. It's part steam-powered stain remover and part party animal patrol. Bissell, a new breed of clean.
If you're looking for the one, find the home with a short commute to work. Find the one in a great school district. And find it exclusively in professionally sourced listings. Download the Realtor.com app today.
There are some things that work better together, like your workplace benefits and retirement savings. Voya provides tools that help you make the right investment and benefit choices so you can reach today's financial goals and look forward to a more confident future.
Voya, well planned, well invested, well protected.
Do you have a life insurance policy you no longer need? Now you can sell your policy, even a term policy, for an immediate cash payment. Call Coventry Direct to learn more.
We thought we had planned carefully for our retirement.
But we quickly realized we needed a way to supplement our income.
Our friends sold their policy to help pay their medical bills. And that got me thinking. Maybe selling our policy could help with our retirement.
I was skeptical, so I did some research and called Coventry Direct. They explained life insurance is a valuable asset that can be sold.
We learned we could sell all of our policy or keep part of it with no future payments. Who knew? We sold our policy. Now we can relax and enjoy our retirement as we had planned.
If you have $100,000 or more of life insurance, you may qualify to sell your policy. Don't cancel or let your policy lapse without finding out what it's worth. Visit CoventryDirect.com to find out if your policy qualifies, or call 1-800-983-6200. Coventry Direct, redefining insurance.
You don't have to be a prepper to protect you or the ones you love. Introducing the new Patriot Power Generator 1200, a solar generator that's lighter, more affordable, and more powerful. In a blackout, power lights, TVs, medical equipment, even your fridge.
No gas, fumes, or noise. It's safe to use inside your home. You'll even get a solar panel absolutely free. This is about your peace of mind. Get your new solar generator and free solar panel at forpatriots.com.
Welcome back to Special Report. In just a few moments, we will speak with the President of the Democratic Republic of Congo. But first, let's take a look at the history of the conflict in his country. This region has been ravaged by war over religion, ethnicity, and minerals since the 1990s. More than 6 million people have died. Now, the first conflict began amid the 1994 Rwandan genocide. It's when the Hutu extremists in Rwanda killed an estimated 1 million Tutsis and moderate Hutus, other groups. At the same time, around 2 million Hutu refugees crossed into the Democratic Republic of Congo, settling in the eastern region. This is in the red part here. A small portion were extremists who began organizing militias, prompting the Tutsis to do the same. Now, sporadic fighting would take place, all in the early 2000s, when peace agreements were being negotiated. But that would bring the emergence of another group, M23. In 2012, the group took the strategic city of Goma, right here in the middle. They pulled out days later due to international pressure and fled to Uganda and Rwanda. Now, M23 then resurfaced in 2021. With an estimated 6,500 fighters, they began to take significant control of the territory in that region. They shelled displacement camps. They cut off supply routes. Congo is considered the world's richest country in terms of natural resources. Untapped deposits are worth, get this, an estimated $24 trillion with a T. The country also produces 68% of the world's cobalt. It's the fourth largest producer of diamonds in the world. Lithium deposits are also significant. Now, China controls much of Congo's mining industry and has given Congo's government drones and weaponry to defend those mines. Other countries also have an interest in the region. Burundi, a majority Hutu country, sees Rwanda as a threat, and it supports the Congolese troops. Uganda is defending against Islamic State-linked militants along its borders. They've targeted religious groups in the Congo as well. Also, South Africa recently announcing a phased withdrawal of thousands of troops from eastern Congo after several peacekeepers were killed by rebels. While M23 leaders withdrew from peace talks this week with the Congo, President Tshisekedi met with his Rwandan counterpart this week for talks mediated by Qatar. The countries agreed to continue discussions to establish lasting peace in the region. It comes as the U.S. considers a minerals deal with the government in exchange for security assistance.
I can tell you that we stand in firm support of the Congolese people and of the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the DRC. We remain diplomatically engaged.
We are joined tonight by Félix Tshisekedi, President of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Mr. President, thank you for being here. I want to start with this. The Trump administration is interested in securing exclusive mineral deals with countries rich in rare earth minerals. We saw that obviously recently with Ukraine. Can you talk about the discussions for a deal with your country?
Très bien, merci. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. We are looking for partnerships, and we have established partnerships with many other countries, and we think the United States of America, given its role and influence around the world, is an important partner to have. And we are very happy to see that with the Trump administration, things are moving a lot faster on both sides.
Untapped deposits are worth an estimated $24 trillion. What would you need to happen to move forward with that relationship?
We want to extract these minerals, but also process them, as this would create a lot of jobs. And we want a partnership that will provide lasting peace and stability for our countries, which we need.
It's a dangerous place, the Congo. How would a U.S. company guarantee safety on the ground?
We can build our defense and security capabilities. And I think that the U.S. is able to use either pressure or sanctions to make sure that armed groups who are in the DRC can be kept at bay.
Mr. President, the United States has been concerned about China's influence in Africa, particularly in the DRC. How would you manage this relationship with Beijing while maintaining ties with the U.S. that you obviously want to expand?
Nature abhors a vacuum, as the saying goes. It's not that China is waxing in Africa. It's more that America is waning in Africa, and we would be very happy to have our American friends here who used to be more present than China in the 70s and 80s.
How do you think a minerals deal, if it comes to fruition, would benefit Americans?
Silicon Valley companies know exactly what I mean. And so I think this partnership will help these industries develop more and more innovative products.
I want you to address, if you could, and talk about the fighting in eastern DRC, and how do you intend to resolve it?
The DRC has a neighboring country called Rwanda, which about 30 years ago experienced a genocide. The international community at the time asked us to open our borders to receive droves of refugees who were fleeing the fighting and the massacres. And since then, unfortunately, this hellish situation that was in Rwanda at the time has seeped into the Democratic Republic of the Congo. That is why we insist on having sanctions.
Last thing, Mr. President, it has been 50 years since one of the greatest sporting events involving U.S. athletes, the Rumble in the Jungle. It took place in your capital, Kinshasa. 1 billion people watched Muhammad Ali, expected to lose, defeat George Foreman in that fight. Can you talk about the legacy of that fight for your country and the United States?
Yes, of course. We still remember. This event really galvanized the people and had everybody's attention. They were training here. And every time they went somewhere, people knew about it. So we really experienced a boom thanks to that, this historic fight that really put our country on the map. We really have a lot to give. And all we ask is really for an opportunity to live in peace.
Well, Mr. President, we appreciate the time, and we look forward to following all news out of the Congo and the DRC, and we'll follow this relationship with you and the U.S. Thank you very much, sir.
Merci, Mr. Bayer. Thank you very much, Mr. Baer. Thank you.
Up next, the panel on our latest Fox polls, also how the Trump administration plans to counter legal challenges to its immigration initiatives.